If you're anything like me, the fall season is a very busy time of the year. When you talk about Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, school, work, events, all of these things back to back to back to back, all the money spent, the time spent, this and that, it can seem very overwhelming. And when life gets overwhelming, we tend to get a little bit distracted. And as a Christian, it can be really hard to stay spiritually strong when all of these things are going on. And so I wanted to take a minute, make a video to remind us that if we want to counter the culture, we can't get too distracted. And there's one thing that we need to focus on. And I actually have some scripture that'll help us out with getting us back on track. All right, so let's check it out. So we are in Luke chapter 10, starting in verse 38. There are two sisters that have a very relatable situation going on, and Jesus gives us some wisdom and insight to help us out with this idea of being distracted. Now, as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to him teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went up to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her." Now, as I step back and I look at that, I say, man, aren't we a bunch of Marthas? Now, I know we shouldn't input our stories into the Bible, but this is really relatable. I can see myself being a Martha. Don't we get all caught up in these things, these preparations, making sure all the little details are right? Aren't we all caught up in what so-and-so is doing, where we need to be the next day? What are we doing Monday through Sunday? Being anxious and troubled by making sure everything is going the right way, making sure everything's going according to plan. We're too focused on all these little details that don't actually matter. The one true thing that matters is, are we following Jesus throughout all of that? So as we go into this busy fall season, and when things are too hectic, my question to you is, are you being like Martha and focusing on the small details and getting mad at other people because they're, not on board or this and that, or things aren't going your way? Or are you like Mary and understands, hey, no, there's one true thing, one true priority that I should be focused on through all this madness? And if that's the case, I know that that won't be taken from me, that's truly the foundation that I'm going to stand on, is to sit at the feet of Jesus and follow him through all the madness, right? So if we're going to counter the culture, I think we should just keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. That's simple as it is. But are we going to do that? That's the question. I encourage you. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy holidays with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and definitely spend some time with family. Definitely subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and continue to support and listen to our music. Follow us on social media and go to our website, thecounterculturemedia.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of those little things, they help us out so much with spreading the message of countering the culture and following Jesus. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, what are you doing to counter the culture? Peace.